Hey guys, today we're going to talk about Domus Analytics, which is a product offered from GLAR through Flexmls. And though this has been around for a while, they've made some updates recently that you might not know about. So let's get started. When you get into Flex and you're on your home screen, go to Menu, scroll down to Products, and you'll see there's 4 products from Domus Analytics. We're going to start with Market Infograph. This is something that will be pretty familiar to you. When you click on Market Infograph, you get this little house with a bunch of data, and you've probably seen this before. So this gives the previous month, February 2020, and all this statistics is compared to January of 2020. And as you can see, units sold, median sold price, etc. You can select what you're looking at, single family, condo, multifamily, and you can select what city or select all for our entire MLS area. What I don't like about this is it's based on city and not school district, because in our area we really look at school district. But it is something quick and cute. You can up here print it out. You could make a snip of this and post it on your social media. Next, let's talk about this last one, Market Review. I'm jumping to Market Review because this is another one that goes by city and not school district. So as you can see up top, same thing, single family, condo, multifamily. Select all for the cities or city individual. Again, this is on February 2020. This compares it to the previous year at the exact same time, this column. This compares it to the previous month, this column. Over here is the median of things, and it tells you what it is. So this first row is the median sold price. In all of GLAR, we're at about 154,000 median sold price. That's up from last month, almost 5%. That's up from last year at the same time, over 3%. And you can go through each line item and see where we're at for each of these characteristics. This last one, absorption rate, that means months. So right now we are sitting at 2.8 months of inventory, which is down from last month and down from last year. Again, this is all per city. You can print it up here with the print button, make a snip of it, post it on social media. Okay, let's talk about Market Insights. I like this one because you can do it with school district. When you get into the Market Insights report, it might look familiar if you're used to looking at my monthly reports. And if all you guys start using this, then I won't be doing mine every month, since you're going to be doing it for yourself. Just kidding, people, that's a joke. Hey, let's talk about this chart though. Right now we're in a time series. So you can see there's time across the bottom. And you can do that by month, quarter, or year. You could also do price distribution, which is a bar chart by prices. I'm going to stick with the time series. You can also chart by these characteristics down here, but your chart gets very messy. So I'm going to leave them off for now. The characteristic or the data that we're charting is up here. If you click on this down arrow, you have 5 choices that you can look at. Median sold price number, closed sales, etc. Over here is just a snapshot in time of the latest data. And since our latest data is February 2020, this is what it's telling you. We've had 322 closed sales. Since I'm looking at it by month, it's going to give you the change from the prior month, which is January. So we're down 4% from January. Again, the same period prior year. So this would be February 2019. We're down about 11%. up here is filters. So if we click those on, here's where we can pick our school district. So we can go over here. Right now we have all of Glar. We can just say Charlotte or whichever one you want. You have a couple other filters, price range and size of house if you want that. You probably notice as you hover over everything you're getting what it is. So it's pretty self-explanatory. Shut off the filters. Now you can see the chart. So now we're looking at number of closed sales by month just for Charlotte schools. You know, this might be interesting to you. You might need something else for, say, a listing appointment. Again, here's the snapshot. So in February in Charlotte, there was 14 sold. Last month there was 12. And last year at this time there was 7. So we're doing a lot better in Charlotte compared to 2019. Again, you can print this out with the print button or make a snip and put it on your social media. If you have any questions, let me know. Okay, and last for today, we're going to talk about pricing insights. This is a little different way to look at data, and hopefully this will help you with your listing presentations especially. When you first come into pricing insights, it forces you into doing some filters. So let's do a single family. Don't care about the county or the city. Let's pick DeWitt schools. Status, you can have all the different statuses available. I'm just going to pick closed for this example, but you know that you can have all these other ones. And let's do the last 6 months. And then shut off our filters. So this chart is called a scatter chart, and it takes all that data and posts it with these little dots. Each little dot is a sold property, since we're looking at solds. So these black lines represent the middle point, the median close price and the median price per square foot, which what this calls the value rating. So we're at 250,000. This little gauge over here tells us that 28% of the listings are below 250,000. And 49% are below this 150 square foot. So as we can see down in here, these are the lower priced homes. So their sales price is going to be lower, their price per square foot is going to be lower. These are the more higher luxury homes. Their sales price is going to be higher and their square foot is going to be higher because they have usually a lot more amenities. But what's nice about this chart is if you have a seller, say, wants to list their property at $500,000 or thereabouts. But when you do the price per square foot, which I know we don't always look at that in our area as much, but to use that as an example, when you do the price per square foot, in this particular property, it ends up, let's say, being $175 per square foot. And where these two intersect, 95% of the sold properties in the last 6 months are below that price. And 96% of the properties sold in the last 6 months are below that square footage price. So now you need to have a heart-to-heart with your seller and saying, is your house really worth more than 96% of all the houses that have sold in DeWitt? And you could go back and you could add, let's go and put active or pending in there. And let's just go with what's acting and pending, and you could do that same thing. Pull it up to 500,000 and 175 and say, okay, even when you throw the actives in there, which we know, of course, the actives doesn't mean they're going to get that price. This is still 92% higher than most of them and 94%. So it just is another way to show you data and help you price your properties, correctly. And maybe the house is worth that, but then they need to know that, they're in the tail of the data and that is not really where our market is, at least in DeWitt. So this is something to help you. You could also use this for your buyers. When you're trying to figure out what to offer, if you feel something isn't priced right, you could come in here with your offer price figure out the square footage and see where it falls. So it's just another way of looking at this data based on the middle points of the market. So again, you can come up here and print this out, the print button. One thing I forgot to mention is if you click on a point of data, it brings you the address down here at the bottom. So then you could go look that up in Flex and get more information if you wanted. Quick way to do a snapshot of, is your house priced correctly? Well, thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, you can always get a hold of me. Thanks, guys.